Setting off on a lap of Australia has been one of the most unforgettable experiences of my life. From coastlines to deserts, the thousands of k's travelled have barely touched the surface of our beautiful country. In this episode, I adventure into the amazing Litchfield National Park.
I don't wanna call you later. You're tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger.
Welcome back to another day on the road. So it's Saturday the 31st of August. Officially tomorrow we will have been on the road for a month on our trip from Brisbane to Darwin. We are heading to Litchfield National Park. We'll be staying there one night, camping at Waterfalls, but no doubt we will be exploring the entire park.
Waking up to another beautiful day in the Territory, I left the lights of Pine Creek in search of today's adventure. The great thing about Litchfield National Park is that it's accessible to all travellers. If you're a two-wheel drive or a pavement princess, you travel along this blue line. Yes, you may miss a few things, but you'll see the best that Litchfield has to offer. For the keen four-wheel drivers, you'll take on the Southern Access Track, also known as the Reynolds Track. This allows you to see a few extra gems and experience Litchfield in full. Over the next 2 days, I plan to visit Cybele Springs, Surprise Creek, Blythe Homestead, Tajanera Falls and Wangi Falls, where we'll camp for the night. I'll then head to the Magnetic Termite Mounds, Florence Falls, Bluey's Rock Hole, the Lost City, Tolma Falls, Curtin Falls and continue north for the next adventure. Leaving the pavement, I ventured up this cool little four-wheel drive track which took us to Cybele Springs. On a map it looks like a pretty short track, but in total it was about 40 minutes each way. Let's hope it was worth it.
Alright, I've just taken on the Cybele Springs four-wheel drive track and it was a heap of fun. There was actually some more full-on technical driving there. I'll hopefully get some good videos of us on the way back. Have just located a walking track, so we'll go for a little walk. Ooh. See if we can find anything cool. Oh, it does go down. Here's our walking track, so we'll walk down there, have a look.
This is actually a pretty cool little spot, although there was heaps of algae, but you can definitely see the potential after a big rain.
Yeah, this isn't the place that you'd really want to fall off at all. It's probably not very wise to be wearing thongs, but we're gonna continue down to the bottom bit and go have a look. I'm stuck. Alright, we have made it down the bottom. Let's see if it's actually any bloody spiders. Stop.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of spiders, especially in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, let's continue on.
Deep
short drive later, I'd reached the southern entrance of the Reynolds River track. From pavement to pavement, it's a 44-kilometre journey, including a few water crossings and a lot of bull dust. So let's see what this track has to offer. And just like that, I had reached our second destination.
Alright, we are walking into the falls now. Definitely going for a swim because it's getting up near 35 again.
Investigating a really bad smell, I came along this croc track. This is what keeps us safe in these swimming holes.
My heart is pumping now. I feel my head spinning around.
Surprise Creek is truly spectacular, consisting of two immaculate water holes formed by the erosion of water flow over thousands of years.
I'm on now. The night is young and we're just starting out. One more drink and we're feeling loud. You got me.
From the surface, these holes look pretty shallow, but this clip shows just how deep they are.
Once directing my eyes off you tonight. You whisper in my ear, we're getting out of here because you know I love it when you talk like that. I love it when you talk like that.
How was that for a swimming hole? That was pretty bloody awesome. It was amazing having the really good ledge to do flips and stuff off. I would have loved to have that to myself. It would have been something different, but this national park is quite a tourist attraction. Anyway, we are continuing on. I'm not sure what's next. We'll find out soon.
Once you pass Surprise Creek, this is where the track gets a little bit more interesting. Driving down this little riverbed was pretty awesome, and it was also followed by some big wombat holes. There was a bit of wheel lift going on for sure.
We are now at spot number 2, so this is, not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's something like Waterfalls Falls, or...
The correct pronunciation is Chainera Falls.
So I'm just gonna reapply my sun cream, eat an apple, and head in. Should be good.
But your parents came in the cul-de-sac, leaned back in a leather-clad seat.
The trek in was a well worthwhile and scenic 3.4k return journey.
Urban summer 17 was a roller coaster ride, a manic pixie dream.
I can just see the top of the waterfall, and I can already tell it's definitely worth the walk. It's a big bloody waterfall.
Right thing running about the wrong time, and I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt she'd ever leave my head. What could I have done? Could I have said I'll never know, I'll never know. I'll never know, I'll never know. You were nothing I like, and I kinda like that. Came from different
The falls here were absolutely stunning, and the cliffs were massive.
opposites attract, but it never lasts. So maybe it was just the right thing running about the wrong time, and I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never.
The Sandy Creek Falls back there were pretty bloody phenomenal. Now I've travelled probably 10 k's further. We are now at these ruins here, the Blythe Homestead ruins, estimated 1928.
I'll never know, I'll never know.
Look at the head height on this. It's probably to keep the sun off.
Being such a great historical display, the Blythe Homestead ruins are a must-see in Litchfield National Park.
My league, but you said you liked me. Oh, I bet it was a
Inside the homestead, you'll find this book which tells a lot of stories about life in this area, as well as many cool artifacts. And a book to sign your name.
Cool little homestead.
You'll find an absolute wealth of information here, and even be able to see an ex-tin mine known as Mount Tolma Mine. And now it's time for the most anticipated part of the track, the Reynolds River crossing.
I don't ever catch a break, nicotine and 808s cruising.
Out of all aspects of four-wheel driving, water crossings, no matter how deep or shallow, are my absolute favourite. There's just something about them that gets your heart going.
Calling motorway, might be late to try to change on it, it ain't just a face.
At this time of the year, the Reynolds River crossing wasn't that deep, but it was still a heap of fun.
You stayed out of my mind, still try to have like planes in
Shortly after the water crossing, we once again meet up with the pavement.
my head.
I take a short journey up the road in search of Waterfalls, which is our campsite for tonight.
Then I'm gonna get like Peter.
After a bit of research, I'll once again correct myself. This place is actually pronounced Wongai Falls.
Time, get back as long as you don't mind.
Alright, I've just arrived at camp at Waterfalls. I booked a site number 14. I think it was $15 for the night, which is pretty bloody good because the waterfall is only 300 meters away. So yeah, I'll show you the spot I'm going to set up, and then I'm going to head straight to the waterfall, have a swim, and then tomorrow we've got a hell of a lot to do.
The Wongai/Wangi Falls campground is a pretty great one here in Litchfield National Park. It houses lots of amenities such as toilets, showers, and there was even a cafe, but unfortunately it was closed during my stay. The swimming hole consists of two beautiful, all year round flowing waterfalls, as well as a massive plunge pool. We're so lucky to be able to swim in such places around Australia. I was also lucky to swim here as it was closed many times throughout the year for croc sightings, and even a croc attack in 2023. On my way back from the swimming hole, I ran into this Merton's water monitor. What a special way to end day one in Litchfield National Park. The rest of the arvo was spent chilling back at camp. To say today was an awesome day would be an understatement, and tomorrow will be just as good. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you then.